Name is Ramesh S. I am a soft skill trainer. I am associated with MacTech IT Solution Hyderabad. I am conducting these sessions since 2008. Today I am going to give a small demonstration on personal introduction. What is personal introduction? Basically, this is an icebreaker with the recruiters. They want to know how you are, they want to check your confidence level, whether you are able to interact, what is your body language. They want to see how you are. In order to go ahead with the interview, they want to make you comfortable with these questions. So first question they are going to ask you, tell me something about yourself. How to introduce it? You will be getting just 2 minutes to introduce yourself in such a way that it should be very effective. For example, there are around 8 parameters how to introduce yourself. Firstly, you have to talk to you about your name. Give your name that energy because you are identified with your name. Suppose if your name is Srinivas, take your full name. Don't say myself Srinivas Reddy or Srinivas Naidu. This is grammatically incorrect. You have to say I am Srinivas Reddy or my name is Srinivas Reddy. Then talk about the place from where you belong to. For example, you are from Hyderabad. Say, my name is Srinivas Reddy and I am from Hyderabad. And thirdly, tell something about your family background. Very, very brief. That is, tell I live with my parents and two sisters. That's what you have to say. Because the interviewer or the corporate is not interested to see from where they are more interested to know about you. So try to give more emphasis to your awards, to your accomplishments, and to your accolades. Then talk about your educational qualification. That is the highest qualification which you are pursuing. For example, you are pursuing BA or BSc or degree. Talk about that. Say, because no, it is not necessary you have to talk about your high school or secondary school, because since you are completing, you are in the final year, definitely you have crossed your 10 and the intermediate, then you have come for your degree. So talk about, currently I am pursuing my final year degree from so and so college. Give the name of the college and from where you belong to. Simultaneously if you are pursuing any degree or any other diploma, highlight that. That is very important. Thirdly, give some importance about talk about your any achievements. It can be your achievements and awards. It can be your curricular or extracurricular. Suppose if you are a topper, if you are a college topper, highlight that. Talk about your extracurricular. Suppose if you have represented your college or school or state in sports, highlight that, because the interviewer will know that you are an all-rounder. You are good in your academics as well as in non-academics also. That also adds value to your profile. Talk about your project works. Take them through any projects if you have accomplished. Talk about that. It should be very, very specific and very, very vivid. Then talk about your goals, which is very important. Whenever any person who, if he should have a proper goal. Talk about your short-term goals and long-term goals. What is your short-term goal? Your short-term goal is to get placed. Soon you complete your graduation. You should be very, don't talk about your in other goals, that sometimes they talk about personal goals. No, you should be a professional goal. So soon you complete your graduation, you want to get placed in a reputed MNC. And what should be a long-term goal? Your long-term goal should become a process expert or a project expert or something like that. So that, don't try to say that I want to become a managing director of the organization. That is very, very impractical and it's not possible also. In order to go to those levels, you have to go step by step. So say I want to become, within 5 years time, I want to become a process expert and I want to lead a team. Are you getting my point? This should be your short term and long term goal. When you are talking, then you should talk about your strengths. The strengths should completely be corporate specific. For example, you should say, I am a team player. Yes, this is company, because teamwork always gives success. With good teamwork, you can reach the milestone. Teamwork, milestone. Then you say, I am, don't say hard worker. Everybody should be hard working, everybody should be sincere. Try to use some good words, like I am a quick learner. Okay, I am a quick learner. Try to use those type of things. I can handle any situation. I love to work under stress. I can take lots of challenges, these type of things. Because majority of the time I have seen in the interview, they say I'm a hard worker, I'm sincere. You ought to be sincere and hard worker in order to grow in your life. Try to use some good words. Go to work about your own strengths. Try to give good words. It should be very, very specific. No need to talk about your weakness. Then talk about, I have already said to talk about your strength. Then talk about your hobbies. What are your hobbies? Say, but be very careful when you are talking about the hobbies. There may be lots of questions they may ask you. For example, you say, my hobby is cooking. You should be knowing ins and outs about the company, about cooking. Hobby is something you should know, because that is apart from this, they will be asking lots of questions based on your hobbies. So don't try to fake it out. you it should be very, very specific. If you know about your hobbies, talk about it. And talk about, give more information, be relaxed. Whatever, you should be relaxed. Always wear a smile whenever you are having whenever you, because it's personal, because you know better than anybody else about yourself. So always introduce yourself with pride and confidence. And confidence. So, these are the main things. The interviewer will be asking you to talk about these things. So, if I summarize your personal introduction, it should be with your name, place, little bit of your family background, your educational qualification, your achievements. It could be curricular or extracurricular achievements. Then you talk about your project works, talk about your short term and long term goal, and talk about your strengths and your hobbies. This is how every a small personal introduction is all about. Within 2 minutes, you have to create an impact. Why this personal introduction is important? Because the corporate or the interviewer want to see whether you are really interested, what you are, because you are going to talk about yourself in depth. They might be having your resume, but still they wanted to hear the same thing from the horse's mouth. That's all about it. Thank you very much.